Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast called Almost Adult. In today's session, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of living with your parents at this age. I mean, when you are a teenager or an adult. Each situation could happen for different reasons, like financial ones, or could be for convenience. Yesterday, I was reading an article related to this topic, and I found a quote that was very interesting for me. It says, according to N. Milan 2016, an investigation in Toronto demonstrated that in total, more than 1.8 million of the 4.3 million young adults live with their parents. So the question here is, are they living with their parents because it is their dream or just because they feel frustration of being independent? So let's find information here with our special guest, Giselle. Come on, please, Giselle.
Hi guys, I'm happy to be here. I would really like to show everyone of my experiences living with my parents because I think it's a hard challenge that most young people or adults must face here in this country, according to the difficulty of being independent at this age.
Okay, Giselle. Firstly, I want to thank you so much for being here and obviously comment every one of your experiences. And firstly, I'm gonna talk about the benefits of living with your parents because, of course, there are benefits when you are living with them.
Yeah, there are some benefits that are related to living with your parents. I think that the first one is related to financial benefits. For example, rent free, which is too much cheaper than living in an independent manner. Moreover, in this situation, people try to save money to build up savings that could be used in the future with other intentions. For example, um, pay the university, travel around the world, buy a house, a car, etc. From my experiences, I am living with my parents, and at the same time, I'm trying to save money to pay for my career at the university. Therefore, for me, it is an advantage. In this way, I feel quiet about paying for my studies because I know that at the end of the month, I will have the money that I have to pay.
Oh, okay, that's a right point. I mean, you have, of course, less responsibilities when you are living with them in this case, and obviously you have to pay only for your studies.
Yeah. Um, it's a like a safe space.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, Giselle, let's continue. What do you think that is the second pro of living with your parents at this age?
Let me think. Well, according to my own experiences, I think beyond the financial aspects, also there is comfort because your parents try to do all for you. They always have the food prepared. They have your clothes washed and tidy. They take care of the cleanliness of the house, among others. However, this doesn't mean you don't do anything at home, but it means you have fewer responsibilities.
Yeah, of course, you will feel comfortable if, of course, your parents do all the hard work. For example, from my own experience, when I lived with my parents, I tried to do my best, and in this case, I tried to be a good daughter. For example, getting good grades at university, be respectful with them, and also with a good behavior. And sometimes on weekends, I try to work to help them with the financial aspects.
I understand. Of course, when you are living with them, you must try to be a good child, in this case, a good daughter, because they deserve the best when they are supporting you in everything.
Yes, they deserve the best. And Giselle, do you have another con of living with them?
Yes, of course. The third benefit is emotional support. You can always receive advice and support from your parents, as well as spoils, whether these are good or bad days or moments. This will help you feel more secure and have a strong bond with them.
Yes, it is an interesting comment because most of the people, young people that live with their parents, is due to the support they give us. So Giselle, now let's continue to the second part that are the cons of living with them, because sometimes could be a little bit uncomfortable living with them when you are a teenager or an adult. So what do you think are the most common or negative factors that affect the convenience with your parents at this age?
Well, I think there are common factors and cons that affect the convivence and the environment when you live with your parents. The first that I'm going to mention is obey the rules that exist in the education that your parents give you. Sometimes you must obey certain rules like punctuality when you go out with people that is not part of your family. For example, friends, classmates, etc. Um, in my case, when I go out with my friends to bars or parties, most of the time my parents tell me that I need to come to home at a certain time.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think it is one of the most common ones, and from my own experience, when I live with my parents, they did the same, and I think it is related to the preoccupation they feel when you are a relation with people that they don't know.
Yeah, my parents do not know any of my friends. So I think it could be the main reason for the preoccupation.
Yeah, it is a hard situation. And Giselle, do you have another con of living with your parents at this age when you are almost an adult?
Yes, I have another. What that for me nowadays is one of the most uncomfortable ones.
Okay, tell us about that.
This is the lack of privacy. In this case, you do not always could do what you want. For a lot of time, your parents give you opinions and comments that are opposite about what you think, and it could be annoying to you.
Yeah, it also happens to me. In my case, my parents are always asking me about the people who I talk to and asking me about my social circle. And in some situations, that could be a little bit frustrated because, of course, it's related to her. It is related to her privacy, you know.
Yeah. Well, I have another con. This is the social stigma. In this case, you must deal with the social stigma of living with your parents. It's like people have high expectations on you, and at the same time, they open you about the situation.
Yeah, it is correct, but at the same time, many people don't understand that here in our country it is a common situation. But you know, people are always criticizing you for everything.
Yeah, that's right. But on my own, I do not care about what people say about me. because on one hand I know everyone of my goals and the things I am doing to achieve them. On the other
Yeah.
hand, I know on the other hand I know there are more positive aspects and negative ones. In the end of your parents are the only people that love you.
Yeah, it's true. Parents are always supporting you in good and bad moments. So, Giselle, thank you so much for being here, sharing every one of your experiences, comments, and ideas.
Thank you for the opportunity of being here to tell you a little part of my life.
Okay, people, thank you so much for watching this podcast. Next week, we are going to be talking about an interesting topic related to music. So, one of the most famous singers is going to be with us here. Thank you so much. See you.